Hi everyone, good morning. Peter Liciaga here, your Mount Laurel martial arts guy, and I thought I'd go live a little earlier than I normally do, simply because I'm awake. I've been awake since 4 o'clock, and I was going through my notes. The first thing I do in the morning is that I start my journal. Let me right there, my journal, and on the top of my journal. Now this is a journal that I created for myself. On the top of it, I have a spot here where I write down mindset for the day. So I always want to start off with something that right away in the top of my mind that's positive. That's going to be my mindset. That will be my driving mindset for the day. And up on top here, I wrote down: pay attention to success, pay attention to being empowered. And I want to make sure that my mindset is correct. I don't want to start off negative. And so I don't watch news. I don't go on the internet or anything like that. I just want to get on this and right away establish and really get my mind on my mindset. And so I thought I'd share a couple of things with you this morning just to be more empowered, and to give you maybe 8 suggestions, 8 thoughts that I have that I wrote down. In here I have my notes that I'll take here, and I wrote down 8 things that I came up with. Hopefully maybe you can come up with. And of course you guys know that I'm a master instructor of Donato Karate Center. If you want to find out about that, what I do there and how we teach and do what we teach at Donato Karate Center, go to donatokarate.com, get our schedule and all that fun stuff. Of course, you can give us a call, 856-235-0414, but don't call now, because you'll just get a machine probably, because Mrs. Donato, Master Donato, I'm sure they're not available to answer the phone right now, so it's a bit early. But I like mornings. I've always loved mornings, only because that's where I'm the most creative, and I like the idea of getting up early. A friend of mine who's in the military, special forces, he says he likes getting up early because he figures he gets up early, gets up before the enemy. Getting up before the enemy, because what person in their right mind is getting up early unless they are empowered and in that mindset? So there you go. Not that it's for everyone, okay, but it's for me, most definitely. So here, something I just want to share with you guys. If your life is empowered, it will empower and make a powerful impact on everyone around you. One of our student creeds at Donato Karate Center, number 2, is talking about discipline. I will develop discipline so that I improve myself and improve others that are around me. And the idea is this, is that as you get better, as you improve, as you become more empowered, everyone that comes around you will also be empowered, simply because that's your energy, that's your mindset. It's inspiring, it's motivating, it's encouraging. And when you're around someone that's empowered, that has this possibility thinking mindset, where they're always, in a way maybe positive, but it's just empowering, that it lifts you up, it encourages, inspires, and motivates you. And so know that as you empower yourself, you will lift others up. And they say that rising tides lift all boats. And know that what you do, how you feel, will either inspire others or not, encourage others or discourage others. So keep that in mind. So this is a great mindset for me as I go through my day, starting off from the very beginning. So I thought I'd share that with you this morning. That's why I wanted to come up a little earlier today. Right now, it's like on my computer, it says 6:18. So I know some of you are getting ready for work. And hey, guys, these are 8 thoughts that I have that I want to share with you. If you come up with any, please share them with me right in the comment section below. What do you do to empower yourself? What are some key things that you do? What are some of your thoughts on empowerment? And of course, you can always text me on my smartphone here. You can text me 856-278-5282. Reach out to me, send me your thoughts. Okay, my first thing is this: be open to possibilities. Now, no matter what's going on in our life, there's always the possibility to learn something and improve. There's always something there that's valuable, that's exciting, that we can maximize, that we can take it to a whole other level. Doesn't matter what it is, but you've got to be open to this. I know many years ago, back in 2008, I'll be honest with you, back in 2008, when the economy crashed, it affected my business, it affected my household, just like many households around me and in the world, not just the United States, but the economy affected us in such a way that hey, I couldn't put food on the table. It was a fight to keep my home. So that was a big fight. So my wife and I, we sat down and we said that, you know what, it's tough right now, but let us focus on possibilities. Let's look for opportunities. Let's have our mindset not focus on the negative. Let's not focus on we don't have enough money to pay our bills and look, we may lose our home. Let's not focus on that. Let's be aware of it and not be ignorant to it, but let's more importantly spend 80% of our time, like that 80-20 principle, spend 80% of the time on the stuff that really does work, and 20% of the time, maybe 20, maybe even less than that, on the things that don't work. So our commitment to each other was to focus on opportunities and possibilities, to look for those way beyond the ugly that was there, whatever was going on, and that worked. That's what brought us to where we are today, where we just, we are empowered, we see possibilities, we see opportunities. If you follow my wife, the work that she's doing in the community with RCBC, within the township, she's making a powerful impact within our community and with those that she coaches around the world. So we open up our minds to the possibilities and not focus focus on the things that are negative. So that's one thing. If you want to be empowered and things are going on in your life right now, you have challenges, you recognize and be aware of those challenges, but more importantly, focus on the possibilities, be open to the opportunities. The next thing here is focusing on who you are, focusing on what you're doing to improve yourself. Because if I want improvement in my circumstances and my situation, it starts with me. If I want my children to improve, it starts with me. And no excuses, it starts with me. And I was sharing yesterday at our school with our students, our adult students, that take extreme ownership of everything that's going on in your world. No excuses. If you want your circumstances and your situation to change, then you must take full responsibility for changing and improving that. That's empowerment. So focus on who you are. Martial arts, that's one thing I love about martial arts, which is probably why I teach. That's where I teach. And I love being there because it's all about empowerment. And of course, if you want to find out about our program, go to DonatoKarate.com or just call us 856-235-0414. But we focus on you. We focus on your child and improving, empowering, motivating, inspiring, and encouraging you to take you to the next level. So that's number 2. Number 3 is you run your race. A couple of years ago, I had this an incredible conversation that went for a couple of weeks with, I was working with performing artists. My wife and I, we work with actors, dancers, and singers because that's the field that we came out of. We spent about 20 years as professional performing artists, a little bit longer than that. But a lot of the artists were looking at what other people were doing. They're saying, okay, that person got a show, that person got a movie, or that person's on Broadway now. They're doing so great. And they're looking at what these other people are doing and taking their focus off of what they need to do to change their circumstances, to take themselves to the next level, to empower themselves. And they were looking at themselves as failure because they saw the success of other people. So we've got to stop doing that. We got to stop looking at other people's races and other people's accomplishments and focus on what we're doing. And just because someone else is successful does not mean we are failures. So that's very important. So we've got to run our own race. We've got to look at what we've got to do, focus on what we need to do to take ourselves to the next level. Very important. Next thing is trust you. You've got to trust yourself. Hey, not because you're perfect, but because your intention is what? Your intention is to improve your situation and your circumstances, to grow, to be empowered, to take yourself to another level, to just become more, so that whenever you meet someone, you have empowered yourself, you are more educated, you are more experienced, you're wiser. So you've got to trust you. If you make a mistake, you've got to trust that you will improvise, you will adapt, and you will overcome. So you've got to trust that you will do that. You'll improve your mind because you're putting in the work. Your body is healthy because you're putting in the work. You have this mindset where you're focused and your intention is to overcome. You're looking at possibilities. You've got to trust. Now, of course, if you're not doing any of these things, you've got to improve on that so that you can have an honest and true trust in you. When we talk about trust, when we teach our students about trust, we're saying that trust is having the ability to rely upon someone or something. For you to rely on you, to trust you, you've got to put in the work. Okay, you've got to put in the work in building your mind, your body, and your emotions and your spirit. You've got to put in that work. That's how you can rely on you, but you've got to trust you. Okay, moving to the next one. Network. And that's one thing that I'm doing more this year. You're going to see me out in the community a lot more this year. So already I've been to several charities, going there, meeting people and networking with people that are high level thinkers and high level achievers. Not because they are financially successful necessarily, a lot of them are, but because they are accomplishing what they set their minds to do. They set high level goals, what some people are calling crazy dreams. They have the audacity to dream crazy. And networking with these people have these incredible goals and vision for themselves, and the people they're surrounding themselves with is incredible. So I want to network with them. So get out there, find those people that are doing incredible things. Get rid of the people that are negative in your life and that are always, looking at, that the weather's always bad and everything is all, horrible. The world is not like that. And I was telling my daughter yesterday, as we were driving to DKC, I was listening to a podcast with an interview, and this guy that I follow a lot, Ed Milet, he's always interviewing these people that are doing these incredible things in the world. And every time I listen to him, he's got someone new. I've never heard of this person, but they're doing remarkable things. So there are people in our world, in your world, around you, in your community, in your neighborhood, that are doing incredible things. So get out, network, get and meet these people, get to and meet these people. So network. Again, you want to be empowered, you get out there, find other people that have the same mindset. Next thing, number 6, is love what you do. Love what you do. Maybe your job is stressful, but love the fact that you have the opportunity to make a difference. Because you got to remember, and this is my mindset, is that no matter where I go, what I do, even right now, I know there is someone that I'm going to connect with. Whether I connect with them very directly or indirectly, I'll say something or do something, and what I say and what I do will either encourage and inspire or motivate them or not. So I want to bring my passion for life. No matter what I'm doing, I love what I do because I'm living life. It's funny because I have one of our students at DKC, they're interviewing me for one of their film projects, and they were at our school yesterday with their camera, and then he was asking me questions. He had his buddy with him. They're both working together. There's 3 of them, and one of them was there, and then he calls me over and he says, tell my friend, how long you expect to live. And I said, well, I expect to live 100 days. And he says, 100 years. And then his friend was like, well, what do you mean? And then my student said, well, tell him how many days you have left to get to your 100, because he thought it blew his mind. I says, well, I have 11. My numbers on the top. I write this down at the top of my journal. I have a place here that I write down how many days I have left until my 100th birthday. Okay, so I have 43 years to 100. That's my new age. Okay, I'm 57 years old, but more importantly, I have 43 years to 100. And I number my days. I have 14 1,409 days until my 100th birthday. And so he thought that was incredible. So it's not about my job, it's not about where I am. That's not what I love. What I love life. I love the opportunity to get up again right now and make a difference in my life and make a difference in one more person's life. And that's my goal. My goal is just to inspire, motivate, and encourage one person to get up and get after it and just embrace life, because life is so short. We know that. And so maybe it's you. I don't know. But I know there's one person out there that right now needed to hear what I'm saying right now. I woke up this morning without an intention to go live, but as I was going through this, I said, my gosh, I got to go and I got to say this now. And I go with that feeling that somebody needs to hear this right now at 6 o'clock in the morning. Someone needed to hear this. Maybe I needed to hear myself say it. So anyway, love what you do. Love life, enjoy life, love the people that are around you, and just start with the idea that life is valuable, life is short. Time, you cannot get, money, you can get money back, you can get material things back. If you lose it, you get it back. But time, once time is gone, it's gone. And I'm extremely and acutely aware of the fact that time is valuable. So love what you do. Okay, hold yourself. Number 7 here, and we're just going to wrap it up here. Number 7 is holding yourself to hold yourself with grace. In other words, stand tall and be proud of who you are. You are designed and created. You are a creature of amazing talent and gifts and dreams and hopes and vision and words. Things that you do, things that you say, you will make a powerful impact with others or not, depending on your mindset and your intent. But hold yourself with grace, with poise, stand tall, be proud. Yes, we all go through challenges in life. We mess up, we fall flat on the floor, but we quickly get up and we stand tall. We learn the lesson and we set our sails and we go straight forward, going forward into our future wiser because of the mistakes. But stand tall. Don't ever walk with your head down. I'll see kids walking shoulders forward, head down. I'll tell them, stand tall. Stand tall. And I can see in their character, maybe they're not happy with themselves or not proud of what they're doing. And I'll let them know, hey, look, what's going on today? And I'll have them discuss a little bit. I said, you know what, that's okay. Maybe you didn't pass your test. Maybe you didn't reach the grade that you wanted. Maybe you didn't accomplish what you wanted, but let's learn something here. And now you're wiser. If you can learn something from failure, you're wiser. So learn the lesson and stand tall, because now you're wiser. So stand and hold yourself with grace and poise and confidence, believing in yourself. So here's number 8. Embrace those imperfect moments. Those moments where things are just not going your way. And this is almost like what I just spoke about. Things are going to happen. Stuff happens. The world there's all this things that are going on in the world that are unjust, not fair. There are horrible things going on in the world. But if you embrace those moments, those imperfect moments, and see the beauty that's even in those moments. I remember one time I was doing research. I forgot what paper I was writing, but it had to do with the beauty in ugliness, the beauty in the darkness. In whatever darkness, there's always some little glimmer of hope and light there. And I was looking for flowers that were growing in the most horrible situations. And I Googled that online, and all these images came up where they had bricks, or like in a war zone, here's this little flower growing up there. So embrace imperfect moments and look for the beauty in them. Look for the wisdom there. Look for the diamonds in those moments and focus on that, and let that little thing give you hope. And so embrace it. Embrace those moments, because imperfect moments are really great opportunities to discover hope. Because from my experience now, I haven't lived 100 years. My grandfather lived till he was 98, and the hope that he always had every time I saw him was, for me, empowering. And that's why he is one of my greatest mentors and one of my greatest teachers and inspirations. My grandfather, more importantly because he's connected to me, I'm directly related to him, and seeing what he did amongst all this darkness within my own family, he always had hope. And so he always looked at the world that way. He always saw beauty and hope, no matter how dark the situation was or circumstances were. So embrace imperfect moments, because those are opportunities to see great hope. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Gave me a sense of purpose right now that I did this. You guys have an incredible day. Have a great day. Be empowered. And remember, empowerment, having a great day is a choice. So you have to choose to do that. And let your joy, let your empowerment, let your ability to have a great day not be based on circumstances or situations outside of you. Let it start with you, and you move through your day making the choice to be empowered, making the choice to have a great day. So you have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. God bless. Let me go ahead and sign off here, and bam.